Picture this: you're an NBA superstar, swimming in money, with offers from every corner of the league. Fans screaming your name, agents waving contracts in your face, and super teams begging you to join them. What do? For most, it's a no-brainer. They switch teams like they're changing socks. But not these guys. Oh no. These are the NBA's ride-or-die players, legends who stayed with one team through thick and thin. Rain or shine, win or lose, these 10 players stuck with their squads like peanut butter to jelly. And trust me, you won't believe the lengths they went to keep that loyalty intact. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be questioning what loyalty really means in the world of professional sports. Let's dive into the lives of top 10 NBA legend who never switched teams. Number 10, Jerry West, the logo himself in LA. Jerry West, the man whose silhouette graces the NBA logo, spent his entire playing career with the Lakers. He embodied the spirit of Los Angeles, delivering clutch performances and graceful leadership. His game spoke louder than words, and while he might not have won as many titles as he wanted, his loyalty to LA was unwavering. Years with team: 14 seasons, 1960 to 1974. Games missed: 137, mostly from breaking too many defenders' ankles. Earnings: $1 million, back when they paid you in loyalty points. Number 9, Udonis Haslem, the Heat's heartbeat. Udonis Haslem is more than a player in Miami, he's a cultural icon. Sure, he might not have the rings or stats like other legends, but his presence in the locker room has been a constant for 2 decades. Haslem was offered more playing time elsewhere, but he wanted Miami, even if it meant more bench warming than playing. His loyalty to the Heat is Miami Heat culture in a nutshell. Hey basketball fans! If you love the game like I do, hit that subscribe button. Here, we break down the greatest NBA stories, rivalries, and moments that make basketball unforgettable. Join our community of real fans and dive into the heart of the game with us. Years with team: 20 seasons, 2003 present. Games missed: 646, age catches up, but loyalty never fades. Earnings: $66 million. Number 8, Manu Ginobili, the Argentine maestro in San Antonio. Manu Ginobili was like a soccer player playing basketball, with his wild hair and even wilder Eurostep. Every year, other teams would salivate at the chance to poach the Argentine wizard, but Ginobili stayed true to the Spurs and their family-like culture. His quirky style of play and clutch performances made him a fan favorite. He was so loyal that even when teams offered more money, Manu would wave them off with a Eurostep, dribble back to the Spurs, and say, "Nah, I'm good here." Years with team: 16 seasons, 2002 to 2018. Games missed: 201, he played like a magician, disappearing now and then. Earnings: $130 million. Number 7, Reggie Miller, the Knicks' nightmare in Indiana. Reggie Miller was the type of player who thrived on rivalries, and no rivalry was as spicy as Reggie versus the New York Knicks. From jaw-dropping three-pointers to choking gestures at Spike Lee, Reggie made every game a theatrical production. But while other stars changed teams like costumes, Miller was always in Pacers blue and yellow. Indiana was his home, and no amount of taunting from Knicks fans could change that. He played 18 long years, loyal to a team that never quite won a title, but in Indiana, Reggie was and will always be king. Years with team: 18 seasons, 1987 to 2005. Games missed: 60, most due to talking too much trash. Earnings: $105 million. Number 6, Larry Bird, the hick from French Lick, Boston's crown jewel. Larry Bird, with his shaggy hair and fierce trash-talking, brought swagger to Boston. The Celtics had their heart and soul in Bird, who quickly became the face of the franchise. He played every game like it was his last, sometimes trash-talking opponents before hitting a buzzer-beater right in their face. His back may have betrayed him in the later years, but Bird never betrayed the Celtics. He had opportunities to join super teams, but as the hick from French Lick, Larry stayed loyal to Boston until his bones finally told him to call it a day. Years with team: 13 seasons, 1979 to 1992. Games missed: 161, his back was not as loyal as he was. Earnings: $24 million, but he played like a man with something to prove. Number 5, Bill Russell, the Boston Sage. Back in the days of black and white TV, Bill Russell towered over everyone, and not just because of his height. Russell won 11 NBA championships, which is basically the NBA version of "I've run out of fingers to count my rings." Despite his dominance, Russell stayed true to his team, the Boston Celtics, from start to finish. He could have easily asked for more money or switched teams, but Bill knew Boston was where the rings were, and frankly, Boston never wanted to let him. Years with team: 13 seasons, 1956 to 1969. Games missed: 59, but he made up for it by winning 11 rings. Earning $100,001. Okay, not quite, but in the 50s it felt like it go. Number 4. John Stockton, the professor of assists in Utah. John Stockton's loyalty to Utah Jazz was as consistent as his short shorts. Seriously, those were tiny. And Utah
Stockton
were like
wasn't
peanut
just a
butter
player.
and jelly. He was a professor of assists, slightly
schooling
salty,
defenders,
but perfect
and running
together.
the pick and roll with
Despite
Karl
his
Malone
compact
for almost
salary
2 decades.
compared to modern standards,
Offers from other
he was
teams,
the NBA's top
Stockton
assist leader,
probably never
a true
even
jazz
years
man
with
from
team.
start to finish.
19 seasons.
Number 3. Kobe
1984
Bryant,
to
the Black
2003.
Mamba of LA.
Games missed.
Kobe
22,
was the definition
and probably
of a
blamed
competitor.
his alarm clock.
He lived,
Earnings,
breathed, and
$67
occasionally
million
growled
basketball.
Bargain for
The
the
Lakers
NBA's
were his
all-time
family,
assists leader.
even when that
Looked at
family
them. Sometimes
He-
resembled a soap opera. From his very first slam dunk as an 18-year-old to his tear-jerking 60-point finale, Kobe was synonymous with the purple and gold. There were whispers of trades, and other teams drooled at the thought of luring him away. But the Mamba never slithered away from LA. Nope. Kobe Bryant was a Laker for life, retiring as the ultimate warrior after 20 long years. Years with team, 20 seasons, 1996 to 2016. Games missed, 220, but that's because he gave 200% every night. Earnings, $323 million. Number 2. Tim Duncan, the silent Spartan of San Antonio. Tim Duncan wasn't flashy. In fact, he was as exciting as watching paint dry, but when it comes to basketball, that's exactly what made him legendary. With a heart as big as the Alamo, Duncan led the Spurs to 5 championships. And while everyone else was chasing super teams and endorsement deals, Duncan stuck with his Spurs, through thick and thin, mostly thick, let's be real. He wasn't just loyal, he was stone-cold loyal, never tempted by flashy LA lights or Miami beaches. Years with team, 19 seasons, 1997 to 2016. Games missed, 118, because even Spartans need rest. Earnings, $242 million. Number 1. Dirk Nowitzki, the tall tower of Dallas. Dirk wasn't just tall, he was the tallest building in Dallas, figuratively speaking. He strutted into town from Germany in 1998, and the moment he hit his patented fadeaway jumper, everyone knew this wasn't some tourist. He could have easily left the Mavericks for richer pastures, but no. Dallas was his home, and no amount of gold could change that. Even in his later years, when Father Time started whispering to his knees, Dirk played with the enthusiasm of a rookie, missing only a few games here and there. He earned his place as the king of Dallas, never stepping off his Mav-shaped throne. Years with team, 21 seasons, 1998 to 2019. Games missed, 146, mostly to old man aches. Earnings, $251 million over his career.